nakatatak ang kauna-unahang himpilan sa paghahatid ng serbisyo publiko at balita. Ito ang Radio Mindanao Networks. Higit 6 na dekada sa paglilingkod sa masang Pilipino. Sa Metro Manila, ito ang DZXL 558 Radyo Trabaho, ang inyong gabay sa hanap buhay. Sama-sama nating silipin ang mga kaganapan sa bawat sulok ng Metro Manila. Mahigpit nating babantayan ang bawat issue sa inyong mga lugar at sabay-sabay nating bigyang solusyon ang mga problema sa inyong mga komunidad. Dito lamang yan sa DZXL, Pulso ng Metro. DZXL,
Pulso ng Metro!
Magandang tanghali po mga kasama. Ito po ang Pulso ng Metro. Ako pa rin po si Deo de Guzman. At magbibigay daan po tayo mga kasama sa nagaganap pong hearing doon sa Senado. Kaugnay naman po yan sa illegal na droga, yung tinatawag na mga ninja cops. Ito pong issue na ito ay nag-ugat doon naman sa GCTA o Good Conduct Time Allowance doon sa NBP sa Nubilibid Prison, pero ito po ay lumawak at napunta naman sa usapin ng operasyon ng illegal na droga sa NBP at kung saan ay hindi naman nadawit, kung saan ay napunta rin doon sa issue naman ng mga tiwaling pulis kung saan ito ay mga tinatawag na ninja cops. At kumuha naman tayo ng update at dire-diretso tayo live doon sa Senado mula kay XL Radyoman 1, Grace Mariano. Kasamang Grace.
Pakinggan na natin itong nagpapatuloy na pagdinig ng Senado kaugnay nga sa mga ninja cops na ngayon itong issue, yung recycling ng droga. Pakinggan natin si Senator Richard Gordon na nagsasalita, ang chairman ng committee.
For the police force. This involves drugs. In fact, the other day, you were asked by Senator Bidot whether there were still ninja cops. And you said, yes, they're still operating ninja cops. This is the very same thing that is happening. What happened in 2014, you were recently told that, in fact, he even went on and said, hindi ko alam yan, I'm not saying hindi ko alam yan, sinabi mo yan, pero nabasa ko na lang, that you referred to this woman as a drug queen na maraming hawak na ninja cops. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct, sir.
So it means talagang nag-ooperate talaga yung mga ninja cops na yan. Ayaw ko tawagin ninja, pero ito na yan. Nag-ooperate pa rin talaga. How do we get rid of this if your officers are trying to get their people off the hook? Are you the mafia or the PNP? In the mafia, there is omerta, do not talk, right? In the PNP, you do not protect your people because they're your people. You provide justice. Before you can be just, before you can be merciful, you must be just. Do you agree with that?
I agree, sir.
If you agree with that, therefore, do you find it? I find it inappropriate. I don't know about Senator Gibon. I don't know about the others, but as you can see, this whole thing started with the people involved in the raid, Maloyo, not following the rules. And what are rules for if they're going to be broken? There's such a thing as ethics among policemen.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
In fairness to General Albayalde, may we hear from him?
Of course.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I was going to, in fairness,
Yes, sir.
I don't have to be reminded of it.
Thank you, sir. Let me start from the very beginning, Mr. Chairman. From the start that these people were dismissed in 2014 until 2015, I hope the Directorate for Personal Here, I don't know if he will agree with me, so I was never assigned to the DP, and I really am not aware of the rules and procedures, but you as the former chief, Your Honor, and of course this good Senator Bato here, I can only surmise that way back in 2014, after the decision of then General Pedro Santa to dismiss these people, it was passed to to then General Pulis, which is PNP. Because on several times, basically the policies changes. It depends on the instructions of the Chief PNP. I can only surmise, Mr. Chairman, that probably during this time, all the dismissed personnel, especially so officers, would pass through him because there were instances that we dismissed personnel, and when their criminal case were dismissed, the court would ask us to reinstate those people with full back pay. But if you remember also, during the time of General Pulisma, there was a problem in the PNP also. There were controversies. So I can only surmise that there was confusion then. That's why these people were not actually implemented. It was not implemented their dismissal. However, I'm also wondering why during that time also, I think Mayor Pangalan then was the DIBM. He has all the authority, the power, and all the connections to probably follow up their dismissal also. But I really do not know, Mr. Chairman. I'm only telling the facts. Now, on March 2, as I'm hearing now, these people were given the order of dismissal. Due process will tell us that we'll have 10 days for MR. So they filed within the regulatory period, and I suppose that it was considered partially until it came to General Aaron Aquino. Yes, I asked for the status, only the status. I could not possibly influence an RD or an upper class, Mr. Chairman. I'm just the RD and OIC, acting RD of NCRPO then. Of course, I would ask them because people, their relatives, should also be asking me the fate of their father, the fate of their policemen. It's because I was a former acting provincial director of, it's not normal that families will go to their former boss who would ask for the status of these people, but never in one time that I asked for any favor. I was asking for the status. That is the very reason why General Aaron here ordered for the review of the case, which is, I think, normal in the process of the Philippine National Police, Your Honor. And again, I don't know what happened after that. General Corpus made his decision October 2017. I'm still the RD of NCRPO then, Your Honor. I became the chief on April 19, 2018 only. So I could not influence any of the decision of these people. Now, let me go to what we're doing with this, Your Honor.
Did you call General Kim
At one time, I'm sure, yes, sir. Yes,
on
sir.
the matter of your man?
Yes, the
On the
status.
matter of the
Yes.
pending decision that is on his desk?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now, are you classmates with General Corpus?
Yes, sir.
So you belong to the same class.
Yes, sir.
And it is just surprising to us here why General Corpus on his own would suddenly demote and amend the dismissal order of a high-ranking general before him.
Well, Your Honor, that will be, General Corpus was also assigned in Region 3. He was also assigned in
Got nothing to do with it.
He was probably know these people also, because he was also assigned in Region 3. May I just continue on, Mr.
Now,
Chairman?
let me just correct my I'm trying to bring over backwards because I don't want you guys to get hurt. But I don't want the people to get more hurt by allowing people to be selling drugs that have been confiscated. Matagal na pinag-uusapan niya yun. So, ang sinasabi ko lang, bakit bigla na lang mali-demote? Ang sinasabi ko, kilala niya itong mga tao to. That is not a ground for demotion. The only ground for demotion is if there is justification for it. And yet, the courts say, siya ulo ginawa nito? They're trying to cover up. Yung police, in a general term, investigation, tatakpan nila itong mga kaso dito. And then, this guy keep saying, wala si Johnson D. Colonel, Major, I ask you again, kaninong bahay yung nireel nyo doon sa pinapunan niyo ng drugs? Kanino?
Please use the microphone and speak closer to the microphone.
Sir, considering that our criminal cases are under review,
No. You may not, because you've been answering questions here kanina ba? You may not. Whose house did you raid?
PAGDINIG po.
I just called up that house. Johnson D. has been staying there since 2018, up to 2018. In other words, when you conducted the raid, that house belonged to Johnson D.
But what we arrested, sir, is Dingwen po.
No.
During our operation, he was
That
the
is what
one.
you're saying. Hindi ko tinatanong yan. D1, whoever that guy is, was a patsy. We all know that. I'm not trying to conclude, but let me just tell you. Meron bang kotse doon na Black Fortuner?
Sir, wala po.
Wala. Ano na yung record ng Black Fortuner?
May I just manifest, Mr. Chairman, between the period November 14, 2014 and March 2, 2016, hindi po ito yung appropriate time to review. The appropriate time to review was after March 2 of 2016, when the summary or when the dismissal order was served and received. Anong re-reviewin nyo during your time when the dismissal order was not yet served?
In other words, it took 16 months, Mr.
Yes, that was not the appropriate time to review. Ano po yung re-reviewin ninyo? Eh wala pa yung MR.
General Aquino, there's a question.
General Aquino.
There's a question. What were you trying to review at the time that you were there? When in fact, as Senator Quinn is saying, there was no MR yet because it took you 16 months, a year and 4 months. From the time the dismissal order was issued to the time it was served. And therefore, your previous statement that you were reviewing the case appears to have took place according to Senator Factor, indeed, because there was no MR filed yet. But it took 16 months to serve an order of dismissal duly signed by your predecessor.
Sir, with all honesty, I thought the case folder that was presented to me will be signed by me. Kala ko, sir, ako yung mag-decide ng kaso. Na hindi ko alam, sir, na it was already a signed decision by General Pesasanta. Kasi that's the first time I saw that folder. I don't have a time to review everything on that folder, sir. Harang kapal-kapal siya ng folder niya. So yun, sir, ang akala ko, nagkamali ako dun, sir. I thought really that the case folder that was given to me by my legal officer, yun ang decision na sa-sign ko, sir. And that's the reason why I asked them for the review, sir.
But when you reviewed the folder, you saw an order dismissing yes, and Alan, hindi ba? I hope that the lady, who is that lady? Kayo mo ba ay abogado? Ano mong binubulong yun dyan? Alright, so anyway, again the question. When you reviewed the folder, Director General Aquino at the time, didn't you see a dismissal order already signed? Because the fact is, from the time the dismissal order was signed to the time it was served, 16 months lapsed. And you would not say that you were reviewing because the MR could not have been filed without the dismissal order being served.
Sir, to be honest nga, sinabi ko kanina na I thought that the case that was presented to me was the one that I will sign the decision. That's the reason why I have it to review. It was
When you saw it, it was already signed.
Yes,
The
sir.
order was
Pero
already
hindi ko
signed.
nakita yun, sir. To be honest, sir. Kasi nung binigay sa akin yung full case folder na yan, sir, wala pa akong time, sir, i-review yung full case folder. Because during the time, nakita ko lang yung folder na yan when Jan Albayade called me.
Yes, General Mayabel.
May I just continue, may be allowed
Go ahead.
to
Go back to
how
to
we monitor these people. They answer the probably request.
Can you speak to the microphone close to
They
me?
request Latino that during his time, the MR was pending. It was during, no, they filed MR March 14, 2016. I think that was cleared yesterday, this morning. Yes, sir. It was during his time. They filed the MR March 14, 2016. And General Aquino was the RD, I don't know, I really don't know, sir, but probably June 2016. So it was, the MR was standing during his time. When he inherited the motion for reconsideration of these people. So it is just proper if you're an RD that you would also ask your legal officer to review the case because there
At the time he assumed General Albayade, the time General Aquino assumed, there was no MR yet. What
there
is
is a, I think it's
No,
March 14.
When the MR was filed on the 2016, March 4, 2016, General Aquino was there before that.
No.
When?
June.
June 2016, sir, ako na-assign sa...
June 2016.
Yes, sir.
Before you was there.
It's Sir Nakadin, sir. General Nakadin.
Okay, so there was another general before you.
That's right, sir. General Nakadin, sir, before me, sir. So
All right.
it's during his time, sir, not mine.
So is he around the what? Okay, so we will address those questions to him. Why did it take him so long to implement?
Sir, may I just continue, sir? Now, with regards to these people, sir, and all the policemen that are allegedly involved in illegal drugs, especially those who were assigned with the doubts, like these people who were assigned by no less than the RDN, who were assigned to Mindanao. Probably many of them were assigned. And after validation from our Directorate for Investigation, we started...
Forgive me for interrupting. Mindanao is a dirty word to me.
Yes, sir, that's...
Because every time a policeman goes around, the system is unfair to Mindanao.
Yes.
Tinatapon nyo sa Mindanao yung mga
Yes, sir.
police.
Yes, sir.
Bakit hindi nyo hulihin?
Yes, sir. Let me...
Hindi nyo tanggalin?
Yes, sir. Let me finish, sir. Yes, sir. So, it was only after a request coming from a court requesting these people that they be assigned back to PRO 3. I was the chief PNP then. On August, I received a letter from the court requesting them invoking Section 29 of RA 9165. But still, I did not accede fully to the request of the court for these people to be back in PRO 3. What we did, Mr. Chairman, is we distributed them in the different regions and they were put under strict monitoring. Records will show that they are being monitored on a weekly basis. All the people, I just don't know if more than 800 of them are all being monitored whenever. Those, yes, Your Honor.
Can you
And also
imagine
those,
the weight that is on your shoulder as PNP?
that is the very reason.
When you can clean up the police force, you have to monitor these people.
That is the very
Because
reason,
you
Your Honor.
have enough problems as it is.
That is the very reason, Your Honor, we created in February 22, when you said, this year, February 2019, during my term, that we dissolved the counterintelligence task force and we created the integrity monitoring enforcement group. We created it as a national support unit to monitor all these people, to monitor all the what we call scalawags in uniform that are involved not only in illegal drugs but also in photo and in all illegal activities, Your Honor. The INEC now is a national support unit headed by Colonel Karamat.
So, my point here, you can tell me all the nice things that you did. But I say it's a dirty word in Mindanao because ginagamit yung Mindanao na basurahan ng mga tao na dapat tanggalin.
Yes, sir.
Mindanao is a very good place. It's a promised land. It can have all the necessary peace and order that you need. And yet, because you throw them there, kailangan pang i-monitor nyo yung activities ng mga yan.
Yes, sir.
It's a waste of time.
Yes, sir.
You have 800 million pesos for intelligence fund, and you have to use that against insurgency, you have to use that against drugs, and I suppose you're going to use that against your own people.
Yes, sir. That is why, with regards to the complaint of those people in Mindanao, in fairness to them, we started again after more than 2 years of their stay in Mindanao. We started distributing them in the different regions where we feel that we can use these people. But still, under strict monitoring, Mr. Chairman, through our INEC. Our INEC have so much accomplishments already against our own men. We have 124 arrests already. We have 9 people, also uniform personnel who died in the implementation of our internal defense, Your Honor. So, what I'm trying to say here, Your Honor, even if these people were transferred in different places, they are still under strict monitoring. So, that's the very reason why we are continuously validating this list. We have the watch list, our own watch list, we have the government's watch list, or what they always commonly call the PRRD watch list. So that if and when we see our people that they are actually doing nothing wrong anymore, we can transfer them to places where we meet them.
All right, you're giving me tons and tons of words, but I have General Magalong here, who comes out of the woodwork, Mayor of Baguio, comes out and says, these things happen and they're very serious. And I have investigations made by your own units headed by Colonel Ferro on this matter. I have a court decision that says this is a cover-up. And yet, all you're telling me is, ito nangyari, mga tao ko yan, kailangan i-monitor ko pa yan. Why are we allowing ourselves to be punished by these people? They are the ones that should be punished. For example, nagsisinungaling ito si Manoyo. Mayroon akong report na nakita siya doon. Ginamit pa nila yung Fortuner ni Johnson. Hindi niya masagot. Kaya yung tinanong ko siya, kasi niya, I now want my rights against self-incrimination. My God, that's clear sign you're lying. You are supposed to know who that house belonged to. That house belonged to Johnson Lee. Now you don't know Johnson Lee? You've got his card. And by the way, the statement of Pulisima was investigating him because nagkakonsulat yung mga tao ninyo. And I'll tell you, here is the LTO. Hindi ba yung pinag-check ko sa inyo yung Fortuner? Oh, ba't ako hindi magdududa? Nasaan yung record? Di ba yung Fortuner na yan? Ilang beses pinagbibili? Within the last 2 years? Pare-pareho? Sa isang araw, 3 beses pinagbili. That means talagang binubura yung paper trail. You think you can get away with this? There's a paper trail for everything. You have no paper trail insofar as your report on the drug investigation. When you read it, wala ka din anong pinakita ng litrato doon sa race. Gumagawa ko yung post facto. You know, I don't want to do this. But, because there are so many people being killed on the ground, can you imagine yung sinabi nyo, drug queen? Kasya ka mo. The other day, I read in the paper, one of the barangay talents of that drug queen was killed by 6 people riding in motorcycles. I'm still shocked. I don't know if the chief PNP is still shocked about that. Ayan o, Johnson Lee. Ayan o, physical. Ayan, ang coaching na kinuha nyo doon sa bahay na ni-rate nyo, Fortuner. Ayan, nakalagay o. Johnson Lee. Saan yung, ilang beses na? On December 26, The vehicle sales invoice is under Johnson Lee. On March 18, dealer sale. March 18 ha, nag-rate kayo, November 29. Johnson Lee to Efren Cura. Who is Efren Cura? Member of the anti-smuggling task force. On March 18, 2014, Efren Cura turns around, has a dealership and sells it to Ted Ko. Secretary of Justice, please take a look at this. And then on December 3, 2015, dealership executed by Ted Ko for the same vehicle to Virgilio David. That's December 3. On the same day, December 3, Virgilio David sells it to Ami Gomez. So on the same day, from Tedco to Virgilio David to Ami Gomez, sa kotse, pasa-pasa ang transfer. Yung kotse na nakuha doon sa bahay. Dito si Johnson. Sabi mo sa akin, hindi. You know who got me the address? The highest officials of Clark got me the address of Johnson Lee. Nandun yun. And you're telling me you don't know, you're gonna read, hindi mo alam? How do you expect me to believe you? I'm trying to help you. I cannot believe you because everything that you're telling us from the time you raided was out of whack. Yung money, hindi naman mark yun eh. May procedure, hindi nyo sinusunod. Lucky report. I don't even want to go to General Abayal because may report na sinasabi mo, ito nangyari. I'm not even going to go there right now. But I'm just focusing on your people. No. Meron pa ibang kotse yan. But then you went to, ano ba? Dingwing, no? Di ba? You went to his house in Clark. Pinadapan niyo siya doon. Pagka hinarap siya, hindi niya alam kung bakit. Meron siya affidavit. May mga affidavit sa mga tao doon. Kumuha kayo ng interpreter. Ang sinasabi, kumuha niyo yung passport, sabi ng interpreter. Ini-investigat natin kung yung passport, hindi nyo na binalik. I'm just cutting to the chase. Do you have anything to say? Hindi mo ka? Bakit? Maloyo. Kasi doon sa jail, sa bukayo naman. Ito nga malayo.
Sir, kaya lang naman kami na-investigan dahil dun sa kaso nung isang major Reynado.
Oh, Reynado, good.
Nawan ni General Magano. I think he's here, sir. Siguro.
Alright, thank you for bringing that up.
Para mag-clear na natin, sir.
General Magano, when you were general, is it not true that you raided your own CIDG in Angela City?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Is that true that there was also a raid in Bulacan? And Mr. Dado was caught there? Is that true?
Mr. Chair, it was in Pampanga. I raided my own provincial office in Pampanga. I applied for a search warrant because we have been receiving reports that our personnel there, led by its own team leader or provincial officer, the person of Police Major Agaw is involved in Agaw Bato. Mr. Chair.
Agaw Bato. Just so this is another case, different from the case of Malayo.
Iba po yan.
Iba ba yan? So, pag-arapan, gumagalaw na.
Oo, iba pa po yan.
Hindi ba totoo na doon sa raid sa Bulacan, ni-raid ni General Bong Pajardo. Nahuli si Dado doon. Tao mo yan. At may tao doon na convicted, kaya pinailan siya ng infidelity and the custody of prisoners because he's not supposed to have that convicted person. Are you standing up, Colonel Dado? You want to speak up?
General Pajardo.
General Pajardo. Can you please come forward, General Pajardo? And now my staff, Blue Ribbon, Committee and Justice, my own staff, they work day and night. Very, very hard to get all this evidence.
Agaw Bato.
Yes, sir.
I was told sir that team leader of the team that raided the safe house of Tinalakay in Bulacan.
And you conducted the raid there.
Yes sir. Wala po doon sa Tinalakay, pero nakuha po namin sa yung caretaker niya na most wanted.
Wala si Colonel Dado doon, wala si Major Dado doon.
Doon po siya sa Pampanga na buha.
Doon siya nakuha sa Pampanga.
Wala sa isip ko. Simultaneous sir na. Ako kasi sir ang nandito sa Pampanga office. Si Pong sir dun sa kabila.
Alright. Yan ang Bong, nung debate mo, totoo bang may nakuha convicted prisoner doon?
Wanted sir, yung sa number 2 wanted sa Cavite.
Number 2 wanted sa Cavite. Was he convicted?
Not yet sir, we also one of arrest. And siya po yung caretaker ng safe house nila.
Siyang caretaker ng lugar ni
Reynaldo sir.
Ray Dado.
Yes sir.
Meron ko kayo mga baril.
Yes sir.
Marami.
Isang 45 at isang mahaba siya na like. And we filed sir a case on this illegal possession of firearms at pati yung delicate facility prison na sir.
Di ba totoo nakakuha kayo ng papel ng land title?
Meron po sir.
Did you say?
Land title sir.
Land title, nakapangalan mo nino?
Hindi ko lang po matandaan sir, pero parang nandun sa same sir nung hearing natin sir. Kasi may safe na na-recover sir sa tape.
Nakapit, Dado na yung lupa na yan. Ano ba sinasabi mo?
Yes sir.
Nandito ba si Colonel Dado, si Major Dado? Can you come forward, please? I want to hear your side of the matter. Bakit mo siya pinarade? Yan ang gano'n.
Mr. Chair, we have persistent reports that they're engaged in
Agaw Bato. And did you find that to be true?
Yes, Mr. Chair, according to our sources are very reliable. Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, we were not able to recover any methamphetamine hydrochloride.
But
But
you were
only
able to,
cash.
what were you able to get from that raid in Pampanga?
Firearms, we...
Illegal firearms?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ilan?
Siguro, umabot po siguro ng 5.
5. Ando si Dado.
Yes, sir.
Did he admit to owning those firearms?
Sabi sir nila, personal sir nila yung mga firearms.
Personal. But of course you checked, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At kanina yung firearms na yan.
Mr. Chair, can I just confer with Bob kasi sila sir pinag-check ko sir ng mga firearms.
Yung firearms sir na recover dun sir, yung sa Armalite sir is license pero kinampal sir eh. Ibig sabihin, may tunay na may-ari, nasa kanyang baril. At yung baril na recover sir sa
Saan ko niyo yung mga firearms?
Opo sir, yung firearms sir sa Armalite at isang
What is the status of Major Dado now?
Mr. Chair, I heard that he's the intelligence officer in a municipal office or provincial office in Region 2.
In
Region 2 po. Region 2.
Region 2. How come, General Albayalde, how come these people aren't allowed to stay when they're already under suspicion? Again, I'm not going to tweet you about it. You have an 800 million peso confidential intelligence fund. Bakit hindi nahuhuli yung mga yan?
Your Honor, we are continuously doing our monitoring against these people. That is the very reason, as I said earlier, we created the National Support Unit for this.
But what is the result? Andiyan pa yan si Dado, andiyan pa yung a general officer is saying he is involved. He's already charged with illegal possession of firearms, I suppose, right? Meron ba?
Our effort, Your Honor, is not only about Reynaldo and not on certain individual, Your Honor. Because
Well, I'll give you another individual. Yung sinabi ni Aaron Aquino, na sinasabi niya itong drug queen, may warrant of arrest 2002, may warrant of arrest 2011, may warrant of arrest for another year. Naging barangay captain, kumakampanya, ba't hindi hinuli habang nandun? Tapos i-announce nyo, siyang drug queen, nakasipad na pala noong September 21, sabi nyo, umabot na doon sa Bangkok, tapos ang balita ko nasa Taiwan now.
that I really can't answer, Your Honor. It's because that will be up to the operatives on the ground.
Yeah, but you get all this intelligence evaluation. And yung kung meron na kayong gano'n, ang sinasabi, meron kami ino-operate, tapos pag nakatakas, wala na. Yung tatawanan tayo ng buong mundo.
Well, I can assure you, Your Honor, that we are really doing everything, we have intelligence information. We continuously gather intelligence information against these high-value targets, Your Honor. In fact, our campaign against illegal drugs has already netted almost 6,000 high-value targets. That is over and above the accomplishment of the PDEA.
You know, ang dami-daming nagiging kaso ng kapulisan. Ang dami-daming pinagbibigyan sa inyo na pinapatay yung mga drug ng mga bata, mga pagkarino mamaya. Pero wala pa rin. You know, naiinis ako doon sa allegation na nakakapag-operate. Kaya napunta si Major Magalo, nakakapag-operate yung mga drug lord doon sa loob ng preso. Tapos tuloy-tuloy ang drug sa labas. You imagine that you have electronic surveillance. You imagine that you have human intelligence there. Pero hindi pa rin natin nakahuli sa labas yung malalaki. Hindi ko maintindihan niya. I'm sure our people don't understand it either.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it's because really the problem on illegal drugs in the Philippines, really we still we really cannot say, we cannot probably give the volume, the exact quantity, but it still exists, Your Honor.
Of course it does.
It still exists, Your Honor. That is why we are continuously doing our best and continuously also improving our intelligence. What we have now, Mr. Chairman, is only purely or mainly human intelligence. But when you speak of technical intelligence, Your Honor, I think the intelligence community also, medyo wala pa po tayo doon sa technicals natin. We hope now we will be able to procure, Mr. Chairman, the needed intelligence equipment also for this surveillance.
You know, this representation has been very supportive of all the requirements of the armed forces and the police. I even threatened to filibuster. When the first tax was approved, I wanted 13% of that to go to the military and law enforcement.
Thank you.
I was assured by the President that he's going to do that. Now, let me just ask a simple question. General Magalo, you were called by the President to Malacanang, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Who was with you at the time?
It's not Malacanang, Mr. Chair.
Where?
We were called sa Manila Hotel.
Manila Hotel. Who was with you at the time?
We were with Aaron Aquino and Senator Bongo, the President, Mr.
Oh.
Chair.
And what was discussed then?
Mr. Chair, if your indulgence, I believe I need to seek the clearance from the President to discuss whatever was discussed within that meeting.
Well, this is a matter of public interest, and that's why we gave the data to the President, your statement to the President, and I suppose he asked you about that, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And when he asked you, did he ask you, ano involvement in sa mga tao ito? Did he ask you that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. And I basically
He said the same
narrated
thing.
to him what transpired during that incident in November 2013.
Was he upset?
I narrated to him what transpired during that incident, the anti-drug operation in November 2013. And at the same time, nagbanggit din po si Director General Aaron Aquino. At sinabi niya mismo, ayun po yung pagkakasabi niya. Na inulit na niya, na actually sir, na sabi na niya sa akin, at inulit niya kay President, na tinawagan siya ni General Bayalde at sinabi sa kanya na huwag implement yung order.
Huwag implement yung order.
At sinabi niya na bakit hindi ko implement? Kasi mga tao yan. So ang ginawa ni DG Aquino is tinapon niya sila sa Mindanao para meron siyang action.
Do you remember several minutes ago, I asked General Aquino if he was convicted. And that's when you came in and said, sabi mo na, Aaron. pareho tayo may pamilya, pareho tayong...
Sorry, I was medyo na-confuse ako, especially during the questions doon sa pagkatipo na implementation yung dismissal order, yung ginapaloyan natin.
And but I'm sorry about that because you're a general officer and
I'm sorry.
I kind of believe in it. In fact, I remember when you had the drug bust, and again, I'll go back to General Velde. We found out that a sheriff who was involved in 1,200 AK-47s that were sold to the NPA was also involved in Cavite customs matter of drugs. And at that time, I remember asking you, meron bang drugs doon? Sabi mo, sir, sinwipe na namin niya, pati aso. Wala. But in reality, during the investigation that we conducted, one of us may mga drugs because the Chinese went into that warehouse, pinalabas natin mga Pilipino, stayed there for the better part of the morning and the afternoon, and when they were finished, iniwan na nila yung warehouse. I backed up General Aquino. I even told, if I remember correctly, the president, that there was drugs there.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Panalo sa saya, panalo sa papremyo. Ang sorpresang handog ng RMN sa Surprise Saya ni RMN! Ang dali lang sumali, bumili ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink. Itago ang proof of purchase. Isulat ang complete name, address, edad, contact numbers, sure prize word at pirmahan. Ilagay sa loob ng envelope kasama ang empty sachets ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink. Para manalo ng 1,000 pesos, ilagay ang isang empty pack ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink 33 grams, 66 grams, 99 grams, 150 grams o Bear Brand Fortified Choco Milk Drink 29 grams o 150 grams o Bear Brand Fortified Real Strawberry Milk Drink 29 grams. Para manalo ng 2,500 pesos, ilagay ang isang empty pack ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink 320 grams, 700 grams, 900 grams o Bear Brand Fortified Choco Milk Drink 300 grams o 900 grams o Bear Brand Fortified Real Strawberry Milk Drink 300 grams. Para manalo ng 5,000 pesos, ilagay ang isang empty pack ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink 1.2 kilograms, 1.6 kilograms o 2 kilograms. Sa likod ng envelope, isulat ang surprise saya ni RMN at kung ano ang nakalakip na proof of purchase at pack size. Para valid ang entry, siguraduhin February 2020 onwards ang expiration date ng Bear Brand ang gagamitin. Ihulog sa drop boxes na may katumbas na halaga ng papremyong matatagpuan sa participating IFM at RMN AM stations. Ang sure price word ay mapapakinggan sa mga programa at makikita sa Facebook page ng RMN at IFM station. Bawat size, may katumbas na prize. Sali na sa Surprise Saya ni RMN! Ang sorpresang hatid ng Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink. Patunay na sa tibay, may tagumpay. Mag-Bear Brand araw-araw kasama ang RMN at IFM. Visit the RMN and IFM Facebook page for more details. Deadline for submission of entries is until December 7. Promo runs from September 17 to December 7, 2019. Per DOH FDA CDRR Permit Number 908 Series of 2019.
Kaya't kung nakipag-isa na kay Kristo ang isang tao, isa na siyang bagong nilalang, wala na ang dati niyang pagkatao. Sa halip, ito'y napalitan na ng bago. Pangalawang liham sa mga taga-Korinto, Kabanata 5, Talata 17.
Ang mabuting balita ay hatid sa inyo ng MX3.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Johnson Lee for a while. Where is Johnson Lee? And where is this Ding Wonkon? So he's a Korean. Wonkon.
Privy to
And is that
Your Honor,
anyone we see with his car?
I
I can't believe. I mean, I asked General Aquino and he told me, sir, hindi Chinese si Johnson Lee. Kasi dududa ako. Hindi eh. Sabi niya Koreano. Right?
Yes, sir.
So he's a Korean. And he's not anywhere to be seen, but his car is being sold 3 times a day. Can you imagine that? Ano sasabihin ng LTO? Di ba kayo nagdududa doon? Ma'am? Sino ba tiga LTO rito? Nagsumumpa na ho ba kayo? Please answer the microphone.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, di kayo nagtataka? Isang kotse, 3 beses, isang araw binibenta? The previous month, 2 beses, isang araw binibenta?
Sir, dito po sa Metro Manila, 2 beses siya nag-transfer. Then, lumipat siya sa Pampanga.
Pampanga.
Yes, sir. So,
Do you know that ang do you know that ang nagno-notarize is a judge that has been removed by the Supreme Court? Ano ba? Bagal lang mga tiga Sambeda. Sambeda Law School yan. Staff ko. Go, Sambeda, fight. Mabuti pa kami. Panalo sa UP, panalo sa Ateneo, pero sa Sambeda, talo ata kayo ngayon. O sige. Attorney Conrado Danan, I give it to the Department of Justice. I'm going to notarize. I would like to see whether he really notarized. Na talagang ginawa yan dyan. There's another notary public na nag-notarize. Would it be possible within those months to find out if Johnson Lee's cars were sold to private individuals? Alam ko, may computerized data kayo dyan. Possible, sir? Sir naman. Gusto mo ba ganun rin ang sagot ko sa inyo?
sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. What is your name, sir?
Nelesio Moreno po.
The chair would like to request on behalf of the committee that all cars na under the name of Johnson D. or Lee be checked, especially in the area of Pampanga, during the months of November 2013 to 2019. Would that be possible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Kaya yun?
Yes, sir.
Kaya.
Yes po.
Kaya nga gusto ko, malaking plate number tapos naka-ID card ng mga motorsiklo eh. Di ba? Para mabibisto natin kagad, di ba? Pag may nababaril. Yes. Another victim of injustice, Arsenio Evangelista.
Yes, Mr. Chair, for your information, Mr. Ted Go is my business partner 9 years ago. I'm engaged in
Who?
my Mr. Ted Go. Going back to the Fortuner timeline,
Yeah.
I was so surprised to see his name, Mr. Ted Go.
Your business partner.
Yes, 9 years ago.
Baka binenta rin sa yung auto.
Before my son was killed. No?
Killed.
So, because of this, it is a common practice for buying and selling of cars to effect the transfer. Common practice is open deed of sale or common practice is open deed of sale. So it is a surprise to me that Tedco bought the car from Efren Cura. So I'm talking to him now. I'm chatting with him now.
By the way, we're subpoenaing all these people. Efren Cura, Tedco, and this woman who, by the way, works at the Pag-ibig Fund. Pag-ibig.
Yeah.
Pag-ibig, ha? Pag-ibig.
And that's
Yan
all,
ang ginawa mo.
Mr. Chair.
By the way, we have the passport of Johnson D. I would have imagined the police should have told me na Koreano yan. Now I was told he was Korean, we got the passport. Ito yung passport niya, Koreano nga. So kung pagmamalasakitan, mahuhuli. Diba, General Alvelde? I can understand you helping your men, but I cannot understand if you have a doubt na itong mga taong ito, nagbebenta, sinabihan na kayo ni General Purisima, sinabihan na kayo ni General, sinabi ng dismiss. I cannot understand why you would even give them the time of day and back them up. I have been in politics for a long time. My rule is, kaibigan kita. I will try to save you, pero kung pati ako ilulunod mo, ako maglulunod sa iyo.
Can I just comment, Your Honor?
Of course.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. If really they wanted people to dismiss, they should have been dismissed for a very, very long time, since 2014, Mr. Chairman. Their dismissal was 2014. That should have been that should have been implemented way back 2014, when we were just like division chiefs then. No influence whatsoever. I believe
So he's trying to say now that I should call Petrasanta?
No, as I
And I will
said,
call, alam mo ano, Ling, yung pinalitan mo, Aaron?
Diyan, Lakadin, sir.
Lakadin, whatever his name
the
is.
decision of General Petrasanta then was dismissal.
In fact, General Petrasanta was dismissed also, di ba?
Yes, because of the, I think, AK-47
DZXL Flash Report.
Pansamantalang puputulin muna natin ang mga nagaganap sa Senado. Kumuha muna tayo ng flash report mula po kay XL Radyo Mandos, Joyce Adra. Kasamang Joyce.
Kasamang Deo, 3 OFWs itong kumpirmadong nasugatan sa pagbuo ng isang tulay sa Taiwan. Ayon kay Jerry De Belen, Director for Administration ng MECO Taiwan, pinuntahan na ng welfare officers sa hospital ang naturang mga Pinoy seafarers at anya parang pawang minor injuries lamang ang tinamo ng nasabing mga Pinoy. Sinabi pa ni De Belen na meron na rin silang pinadalang mga tauhan sa ground zero o sa lugar kung saan nangyari ang pagguho. Kaugnay din naman ito ng report na meron pang 3 Pinoy ang nawawala o sinasabing hindi pa naaalis o nare-rescue sa pinagsakanan na fishing vessel. Itong mga Pinoy na nasugatan na kasamang Deo ay mga seafarers ito sa Taiwan. So sinasabi na meron pang 3 Pinoy na nire-rescue ngayon at naiwan doon sa nabagsakang fishing vessel kasamang Deo.
Maraming salamat kasamang Joyce.
Flash report, Radyo Mandos, Choice Kulianas, Edra, Tatak Armen, DCXL 558.
DZXL Flash Report.
Bumalik tayo mga kasama sa Senado.
DZXL Special Coverage.
First times.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's odd nauseum already.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give Mr. Dado his time of day. Ano masasabi mo doon sa mga sinasabi sa'yo dito?
Sir. Yung kaso ko po, sir, ay separated sa kaso ni Major Baluyo. Ang kaso ko po, sir, ang kaso ko po, sir, 4 na search warrant ang in-implement nila sa akin. Lahat po yun, sir,
Sino sila?
nakapwas ko. Sina General Magalong po, sir.
Yes, okay.
Was po lahat, sir, ng search warrant ko. Ang nakuha po, sir, sa aking barel, 2 issue at saka 1 license. Diyan po, sir, masama ang loob ko dyan, sir, sa nakuha ng barel na yan. 2 issue, sir, at saka 1 license.
License,
Opo, sir. Nakulong po ako dyan, sir, dahil sa issue na sa isyong baril ko, sir. 2 baril, sir, saka 1 license, sir. Masama po ang loob ko dahil nakulong ako dahil sa issue. Sa isyong baril, sir. Nakulong po ako, sir, dahil sa 1 license na baril, sir. Yung ibang baril, sir, hindi sa akin. Tinaniman po nila ako, sir, ng rifle grenade. Nakuha po sa ibang tao, hindi naman po sa akin.
You know how many people complain to me about their children being fearful about that the policeman might stop them in a checkpoint? You know how many people send text messages, don't stop when there's a checkpoint, or somebody bumps you, don't stop at night because they might drop shabu. And I tell them, okay, maniwala nyo, pahuli nyo, mag-complain kayo. Pero ikaw, sinasabi mo, tinaniman ka ng baril. Shoes on the other foot.
Rifle grenade po, tinanim sa akin, sir.
Rifle grenade.
Your Honor.
Yan Magalong?
Sir, I'm not aware of any planting of evidence, Mr. Chair.
But there was a charges filed against him for illegal possession of firearms?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
How many firearms? He claimed it was issued to him, 2 at sa 1.
Sa search warrant po namin, sir, sa Bulacan, 2 sir yung baril na i-charge sa... actually, sir, sa kanya, sir, yung safe house, kaya kasama sir sa kaso. Pero ang sir, is yung isang baril, yung caliber 40, nandun po sa wanted person nakuha. Yung Armalite, sir, dun sa safe house niya nakuha.
Caliber 40 tsaka M16? Meron ka ba lang?
Wala po akong caliber 40, sir. Caliber 45 po meron po ako, sir. License po yun, sir.
Alin yung?
Nakalagay po sa ball ko yun, sir.
Yung M16, license.
Yung M16, sir, hindi po sa akin yun.
Yung-
Ganito po, sir. Ganito po yung nangyari sa M16 ko, sir. Meron po ako, sir, M16. Binili ko. Ngayon, sir, yung M16 ko, license, nasa akin po yung permit to carry, nasa akin po yung unit, nasa akin po yung license. Nagtataka po ako sa PED, bakit nalipat sa ibang pangalan nang wala akong alam?
Tataka rin ako, totoo ba may nakon titulo ng lupa na galing doon sa isang nahuli nyo?
Meron po, sir. Titulo po ng lupa yun na nakasangla sa akin na hinulug-hulugan ko po, sir.
Ang kasanla.
Opo, sir.
Madami kayong pera. Magkano yung pera? Magkano yung bahay na yan? Kano yung lupa na yan?
Bali, pinahuhulugan po sa akin, sir, ng halagang 900, sir. 900, sir.
900 pesos a month?
Hindi po, sir. Kung kailangan po, sir, ng tao ng pera, pag kailangan niya po ng 10,000 hanggang 15,000, pinahuhulugan niya po sa akin.
Yun ang arrangement ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Kung may pera ka, hulugan mo.
Opo, sir.
Wala na bang ibang kaibigan yan? Wala na ibang gano'n yan? Gusto kong makisama dyan. Mukhang magandang negosyo yan, ha?
Hindi po maganda yung lugar, sir. Bumabaha po doon hanggang tuhod.
Binibigyan ka ng bahay. Kung kailan mo gusto magbahay, doon ka lang magbabayad. Totoo ba yan?
Opo, sir.
Saan yan? Saan nakalagay?
Sa Balagtas, opo, sir.
Bulacan?
Yes, sir. Bali, kaya po ganun ang status doon, sir. Konting ulan lang po, bumabaha na doon hanggang Baywang po.
Okay. Well, General Magalong, could you please give us the data on what you did in fairness to him? I'd like to know, if you can, get the data whether he was in fact charged in court.
Mr. Chair, I can produce all the documents.
But you
and,
never, yes.
we'll submit it to the committee, Mr. Chair.
But you were never able to prove that he was in Agaw Bato.
Wala po kaming nakuhang ebidensya. Yes, Mr.
Now,
Chair.
yung
We were
Agaw
able to recover the drug money, pero wala sir kami nakuhang ebidensya. But he claims na pera daw niya yung na-recover po namin doon sa bank vault.
Well, did you want to ask a question? General Senator Bato. Hindi ito yung Agaw Bato, ito yung original.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
Can I just, because the legal officer has been giving me information and I want to share it to the body, can I just request her to say that information, Mr. Chairman?
Sure, we can actually have her speak.
Regarding why the decision of dismissal dragged on for a very long time. Why was it not implemented right away after how many regional directors had been posted in Region 3? She can very well explain that, Mr. Chairman.
Well, yes, but I'm willing to listen. I'm always willing to listen. But with what you said, that's enough to raise eyebrows. Ang tagal-tagal, ang daming regional director. Umabot na ng 3 taon, wala pa nangyari. Dismissal na yan. Pagdating pa ng dismissal, nagkaroon pa ng question. At kung kakabit pa natin yung mga sinabi ng husgado, sinabi ng ibang mga nag-imbestiga na PNP rin, talagang mukhang may problema tayo. Diba?
Kaya we are requiring explanation na Mr. Chairman and she can provide the explanation.
Okay. Go ahead. You may sit down there and take over the Region 3 office already because you're, di ba? Paya ka ba doon, General Corpus? Si IDG ka ba ngayon? Okay, sige, thank you. Good afternoon.
In 2017, January 23, I became the regional chief of the legal service, particularly in Region 3, sir, Your Honor.
Do not touch the witness, please, General Bato.
Yes. At that time, Your Honor, my regional director was Aaron Aquino.
Yes.
During that time that I assumed, being the regional chief, it is incumbent upon me, of course, to have an inventory first of all the cases pending in my office. What I did that time is that I saw vividly in my eyes that this case has been pending in my office prior to my successor, meaning to say the former regional chief of legal service. And as stated a while ago by Sir Pideya, Aaron Aquino, on the last quarter of 2016, it was the time that he was able to browse the motion for reconsideration, the draft motion for reconsideration. Now, at the time that I am assumed the office as regional chief, Your Honor, I reviewed first the case and I showed him what his regional legal officer drafted. He vividly told me to review it. So upon assumption, Your Honor, I saw immediately that the memorandum or the motion for reconsideration was dated March 14 of 2016. So it's in the office around more than 6 months because I assumed January 17, 2017. So what I did is I reviewed the documents, the documents itself only, Your Honor, without any
You were asked to review or on your
Yes.
own volition you did it?
I was asked to review, Your Honor,
By
by the regional director then, who was Sir A.
Aaron Aquino?
Yes, Your Honor.
What year was that? What month?
That was around the end of January 2017 because I assumed January 23, Your Honor.
Yeah.
For that matter, Your Honor, being a lawyer and an officer of the law, I am bound by the documents at hand. I am not supposed to hear anything, and of course I have heard nothing about them. And even in that time that I was assigned there for almost a year, almost 2 years, never in any single instance that I was able to know them or personally they came to my office. No, Your Honor. So basically, my resolution, or rather, my legal opinion to the resolution of the motion for reconsideration was based on the documents. Perusal of the documents, there are 4 charge sheets. First, there was a...
Can you cut to the chase, please? Ang haba eh.
Yes, sir. But I want to...
I don't need a story telling
Your
session
Honor.
here. I need to know, what are you trying to explain?
I am trying to explain, Your Honor, that I am bound, the regional directors that I encountered with them, I gave them my resolution, or gave them my legal opinion based solely on the documents at hand, Your Honor, the case folder, nothing else, Your Honor. And based...
Well, you're
Because,
bound
Your
to
Honor,
show the evidence,
yes,
based on the evidence, di ba?
Admittedly, Your
In other
Honor.
words, sa sinasabi mo, kung gumagawa ng decision, pipirmahan na lang ng general, gano'n ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala nang pinag-uusapan.
Meron, Your Honor, because they consulted me, Your Honor.
Sorry?
They consulted me for coming...
When did he consult you?
Because, Your Honor...
When did he consult you?
The regional director then was...
He sat down March 2, 2004, 15. 15 ba? 16?
No, Your Honor.
16.
He assumed July or June of 2016.
No, March 2016. Di ba?
June, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Mm.
He assumed on March 2016, but I assumed on on January 2017 only.
Mm.
So upon that time that I was the regional director, I presented for, the documents itself, Your Honor, with my draft legal opinion and resolution.
Mm.
Okay. For the grave offense, Your Honor, it is but incumbent upon me to check definitely what was the charge, particularly in the charge sheet. I took note of the charge sheet. I took note of the investigation report. I took note of the validation report, Your Honor.
No,
And,
can you come to the point?
Yes, sir.
What is
Yes,
the
Your
point?
Honor. The point here, Your Honor, they were charged for misconduct, primarily based
Grave misconduct.
grave misconduct.
Hindi
Your Honor.
misconduct, grave misconduct.
Thank you, Your Honor, for grave misconduct
Oh.
basing on the non-compliance with Section 21 of Republic Act 9165.
Mm.
Basically, it's on the chain of custody, Your
Correct.
Honor. And the chain of custody, now...
Why is that important?
Yes, Your Honor, because...
Why is that important? The answer is you give me the reason. Why is that important? Not yes, Your Honor.
The chain of custody, Your Honor, is very important. First, to prove the integrity of the drugs that was seized at the time of the operation. And second, to prove whether or not there was lapses in the custody or the handling of drugs.
And what did you find out? Were there lapses?
Yes, Your Honor. I admit that there was lapses, Your Honor.
I don't need to give you a medal because you admit it. All you have to do is say
The
there were
records-
lapses.
The records, sir,
Oh.
Your Honor, that there were lapses,
Such as?
such as
No
the
photographs.
inventory, the photographs,
Ah.
and even the SOCO, Your Honor. You're
Oh.
correct a while ago, Your Honor.
Oh.
Even the SOCO. So,
And
so
the recital of events.
and
The recital of events, the
yes,
characters.
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
That is-
So you
respect
agree
to
with
the
that?
Sir, with respect to the characters,
Did you find out who owns the house?
Sir, Mr. Chairman, with respect to the characters or the suspect in this case, the suspect in this case was not Johnson Lee. It was not Johnson Lee as
Because
stated
na they
here.
transferred. They switched him.
Sir, never did the records itself mention that the name of Johnson Lee.
Are you familiar with the term kabaro? This is the curse of the police department. Until we get rid of that system na kabaro, we will never solve the problem of the police or law enforcement in this country.
Your Honor, being a lawyer, an officer of the court,
Or you
of
keep
course, a law
repeating that.
enforcer.
I've never said I'm an officer of the court. Stop telling me forms.
Yes.
My point is, the question is, what is the meaning of the chain of custody? That is supposed to protect who?
Of course, Your Honor, that the chain of custody is first to prove the
To
integrity.
prove the integrity of
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
operation,
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
evidence, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if they don't do that, patay, right? Very strict. The judge has to inspect it after they conduct the test.
Yes.
People have when they catch them, they must immediately have the barangay captain or the media or whatever, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right there and then, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not
There
the
were
day
lapses.
after.
Not the day
Not 2
after.
days after.
Not on
Did they
the
follow that
record.
here? They did
I
not.
found- yes, we did not follow that.
Oh, sige.
However, Your Honor, I agree with the facts that happened, but it is I vehemently object to the fact that there was a suspect named Johnson Lee. The records itself bears that it is not Johnson Lee who was arrested.
No, let's put it this way. Very simple. I have not made up my mind. I'm just trying to find out. But when I ask who lives in that house, and it says Johnson Lee, and they raided it, aren't you going to question the fact magre-raid ka, hindi mo alam kung sino nakatira sa bahay na yan? You're a lawyer.
Yes,
You're an
Your Honor.
officer of the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't you think you should ask that question? O punta ka doon sa bahay, magre-raid ka, sino ba may-ari niyan, re-raidin natin? Johnson Lee owns that house.
Nonetheless, Your Honor, I admit.
They have the car of Johnson Lee.
Your Honor, that is not within the ambit of my authority to
No, you have to,
to check
the
it.
regional director is asking you. Hindi niya pinipirmahan. Dapat alam mo yan.
Your
Tatanungin mo. You want to give good advice.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, that's why I'm a lawyer. I have several lawyers here. I argue with them. They argue with me. And we research.
Yes, Your Honor.
We research. That's why. You think I would be able to find out if I did not ask? I can show you the text. At midnight last night, I asked somebody in Pampanga to check the houses. And we got it. Did you do that? No, you did not.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
you're trying to
Let's
tell
do
me,
that.
oh, I have to do this, I have to do that.
But
The bop. Pero, ang pinag-uusapan nandito, ba't tumagal?
Okay. Your Honor, basically, I just read the whole case records. When it comes to the aspect of why does it take long, because, Your Honor, and the decision dated November 14, 2014, that decision went to the Chief PNP, Your Honor.
Don't you worry about the fact that the general of the armed forces of the police, a graduate of the Philippine Military Academy, made the decision, dismissal?
Sir, Your Honor,
Don't you worry about that fact?
I know that it was dismissal, Your Honor, but during that time, the decision was rendered in 2014.
Oh,
I assume 2017, Your
umabot
Honor,
na ng
but the records,
2017.
but the records itself, Your Honor, bears that the decision went to the national headquarters. To the
Don't you
office
ask?
of PNP.
Boss, 2014 pa ito, ba't ikaw sa ibabatay, sa ibabaksak? Dapat sa kanya yan, siya ang gumawa ng desisyon. Ba't ibabaksak sa iyo? Ba't
Because-
ibabaksak kay General Corpus? Ang gumawa niya si Petra Santa. Did you ever bother to find out, Sir, dapat siya ang naglabas. Bakit di niya nilabas?
Because, Your Honor, it's true that it was Petrasanta, General Petrasanta, Your Honor, but we are bound by the circular within the PNP that it has to be brought to the national headquarters, particularly the chief PNP, for disposition, Your Honor. And it was
Galing na nga yan sa chain of command. General Purisima told Petrasanta, told the CIDG, oy, tignan mo nga yung mga tao dyan sa Pampanga, nag-reach sila, lahat sila may kotse. Ngayon, tinatanggapin. May kotse, di ba? Yung sinabi sa'yo? May mga kotse na sila, SUV. Di ba, General Magalong? O yan. Inaanap ko yung kotse. Nakita ko. Ilang beses pinagbili. 3 times in 1 day.
Yes, Your
Hindi ka
Honor.
nagdududa doon? Ba't ako nakikita namin yun? Kayo hindi nyo nakikita.
Your Honor, we are bound by the strict memorandum. Can I cite Your Honor because this
They're also bound by the strict memorandum on how you gather evidence, how you apply for a search warrant, how you make sure that when you go there, you follow the chain of command, the chain of custody.
I'm explaining, Your Honor, why this case was resolved in 2017 because there is a clear and cut memorandum from the national headquarters requiring that all decisions has to reach the national headquarters.
Who issued that?
Particularly the chief PNP.
Who issued that? Who is the chief PNP?
In the time that it was the chief PNP, Your Honor, it was the one designated to sign was Director Dominador E. Aquino of the DPRM. But
Who's the chief PNP? My question is,
Your Honor, it was Chief Purisima, Your Honor.
Purisima,
Yes, Your Honor.
who gave the order to General Magalong na imbisigayin yan?
It was likewise, Your Honor, Chief Purisima.
Na ano?
As,
Do you have a copy of that order?
referring to his...
Do you have a copy of that order?
Your Honor, as regards to...
Yes or no?
None, Your Honor, but can I qualify, Your Honor? Because I just heard, Your Honor, a while ago in this
You
proceeding...
just heard.
That
Hearsay. Come on.
Yes, Your Honor, it was hearsay on my part because they were the one talking. However, this is a proceedings, Your Honor, that is recorded that he mentioned.
I think, I'm sorry. I respect you. I gave you a wide swath.
Thank you,
You're
Your
not
Honor.
able to explain it. Napakasimple na sinatanong ko lang sir, simple-simple. Kung magre-review ka ng ebidensya, reviewin mo lahat.
Yes, sir, I have the member.
Because ang pipirma, yung general eh. Tinatanong ka eh.
Sir, I have the memorandum requiring that the decision has to be approved and signed by the chief PNP. And
So what?
So
So the more reason,
yes, Your Honor.
shouldn't you have told the chief PNP, boss, tingnan natin maigito ha. Walang litrato yan. Walang chain of custody yan. Yung bahay na ni-raid nila, bigla may lumabas sa Chinese doon. Di ba dapat sasabihin mo yun?
Your Honor, the PNP is governed by a structure, Your Honor.
I'm
This is very
sorry. I'm sorry.
Before
I don't
go
have to listen
him,
to you. I'm sorry. I respect you, but I don't have to listen to this. All right. Do you have any questions? I still have Bucor to worry about. The NBI has already come out with one, and I will have to have a meeting with the 2 ladies. And I will have to make sure that they are protected if they're willing. Let's go at this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At magandang hapon po sa lahat ng
Excuse me.
resource persons.
Can
Yes, Chair.
all this evidence that I cited, like the passport and all the paper trail of the Toyota, be part of the record para at least when we make the decision, Angela Aja. Go ahead.
Salamat, Mr.
Can you
Chair.
bring Mr. Ko here?
Yes, Mr.
Can
Chair.
you call him now?
Okay, now,
Sige.
now,
I don't believe in wasting time. See, that's the way you should be. Counselor, that's the way you should be. You follow up right away. Don't wait. You just heard me. Sabi niya, kilala niya. Tawagin niyo na kagad. Nung sinabi yung kotse, hanapin niyo na kagad. That way, I come here, I have all the evidence. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, meron sana akong mga tanong tungkol sa hospital pass for sale scam, yung hospital staycation scam. Pero hindi ko na lang tatanungin at kaya rin ako bumalik sa hearing, Mr. Chair, kasi as a PNP widow and a member of one of the classes represented around this table, actually, Mr. Chair, as I can see from you also, Ang sakit-sakit pakinggan ng hearing na ito. Ang sakit talaga. Yes, Mr. of several of the officers and gentlemen around this table. 1986, PMAC nagtala. Class of 1986. And alam ko that there are a lot of reform-minded professional members of the PNP, and some of them are sitting around this table. Sobra ko pong ginagalang yung ambag ni Mayor Magalong sa pagdinig natin, Mr. Chair. I have respected him even since the time na pinamunuan nila yung PNP investigation ng Mama Sapano. I think one of the shining moments of the PNP in recent years. And kaya masakit pakinggan yung hearing natin ngayon. Because I think it's an embarrassment of due process for the PNP. Dapat lang may due process tayo para sa lahat, including for our men and women in uniform in the PNP. Pero hanggang ngayon, isa ako with you, Chair, di pa rin maintindihan why it took so long to implement a decision na PNP na mismo ang nagbuo based on PNP processes. Kung sana may kahit katiting ng embarrassment of due process na yan na ibinigay natin sa gobyerno dun sa tens of thousands na napatay na sa war on drugs, hindi tayo aabot sa ganito. Sana pinantay natin yung due process para sa lahat, kahit dyan sa mga suspect at napatay sa war on drugs. It has proven na the war on drugs or yung solution natin sa problematic drug use ay palpak talaga. Na yung mismong tayo sa gobyerno naging bahagi ng problema. Ako, Mr. Chair, I really believe walang gobyerno, not the current administration, not any future administrations, na pwedeng magtagumpay without a good, professional, modernized, successful national police. Ganon din, walang estado magtatagumpay without a good, professional, modernized armed forces. And I know yan yung isang pangarap ng Chair at ng ating Blue Ribbon Committee, that we get through this terrible period, learn the lessons, yun yung i-enforce ng Blue Ribbon Committee, and just survive this terrible, painful period na lahat siguro hindi lang ng members ng Long Gray Line, hindi lang yung mga officers and gentlemen and ladies ng PNP, pero pati yung mga pamilya ng PNP want to see happen, no matter how difficult it is. So siguro, Mr. Chair, kung magtatawag pa kayo ng next hearing, I will just ask the questions I had originally wanted to ask tungkol dun sa hospital pass for sale scam. Pero hindi lang ako makaalis sa hearing nyo kanina. That's why I came back. Just to say this, no? Napakasakit. Let's make it worth it. Not just for the PNP, but for the whole country, Mr. Chair.
I'm glad you said that because we're not here to try and do Torquemada or the Spanish Inquisition. We want to respect all the policemen here. We want to support them. But they have to respect themselves. If somebody is guilty, and if you think he's guilty, punish him. You're not helping him by keeping him in the force. You know, if when I look at the whole operation, I mean, all the badges of violations are there. Try to look at it from an objective point of view. All the badges of illegalities were made. Hindi sinusunod yung chain of custody. Nagre-raid. Wala yung mga tao na dapat kasama. Actually, by bus. Actually, hindi by bus, raid. There are two versions of the story. Can you tell us your version, Colonel General Pero? Ang version nila, this guy, Johnson D., does not exist. He is the fulcrum of this whole investigation. Ang sabi ninyo, lumundag si Johnson D. tumakbo. Yun rin ang sinabi ni General Magalong nung ni-raid. Diba, kakatuka. Oh, Meron kang warrant. Kung wala kang warrant, o bibili ka, babayad sila, bakit tatakbo yun? Ano nangyari? Ba't tumakbo yun? Pero hindi mo tatanggapin yun eh. Basta tumakbo. And we can bring that barangay official here. At pag nadali yun, you will be charged with false testimony. I hope you understand that. And then we have all the other evidence that we can gather. Nagmadali lang kami dito because we wanted to finish this as much as possible. We're going on recess. Looks like I'm going to have to work during the recess. And when we work and all my staff are upset, we will be more diligent. We will get all the evidence necessary to go after you guys. So if I were you, I would tell the truth and maybe baka sakali maayos pa ninyo yan in such a way na hindi naman kayo masosobra ng parusa. But you've got to answer. You've got to own up. You've got to account for it. Drugs is a terrible blight on our country. And no one should profit from it. Especially the police. General, pero can you tell us what happened? Totoo ba tumalon si Johnson sa investigation nyo?
Based on the testimony of the witnesses na
Can you
na-interview namin.
quickly say all
Yes,
the
sir.
witnesses now, please?
Yes, sir. The witness told us na nakarating nga doon sa barangay na yun at binalik ng barangay doon sa place ng pinanggalingan.
Sandali po, dumating sila. Ano po nangyari sa inyong investigation?
Based
Umaga po, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Umaga, alas 10. Tapos ano po nangyari?
So, everything na ginawa ng grupo ni Major Baluy took place in the morning, sir, not in the afternoon, sir. Based on the testimonies of the guards and the barangay official thereat, sir.
So you have all their testimony, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay.
And then
And they claim that it was at 10 o'clock. Major Baloy was there, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And then they went inside. Did they barge in? Did they conduct a bypass?
Yes, sir. They allegedly they conduct a bypass on the afternoon, but the real operation took place in the morning, sir. And we have reason to believe also, sir, that based on the interview with the one that they arrested, we visited the provincial jail. Mr. Ding, Mr. Ding Wingkon, through an interpreter, told us that he's not the one that they arrested for the bypass. That's why we have more reason to believe that the person that was supposed to be they arrested, Mr. Johnson, is not the one that they inquested in that court, sir.
So hindi yun?
Yes, sir.
Opo. Tapos ano nangyari?
So, we filed the case on court, sir, the Department of Justice.
Pumasok sila. Ang dala-dala sa subdivision. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Baloyo. Naka-urban kayo.
Yes, Your
Meron pa sa kotse. Ano yun?
Hyundai Santa Fe. Hyundai Santa Fe.
Fire type vehicle color white with plate number PLO505, correct? Hyundai Santa Fe.
Yes, sir.
Right? At sinita kayo ng security guard pagpasok.
Yes, sir.
Sinita kayo. Sabi niyo, may lakad kayo. Pagpakilala kayong pulis kayo.
Yes, sir.
Kailan kayo tinutukan na nasa bahay na kayo?
Nandun na, sir.
Ha?
Nandun na po sa bahay.
Does that gel with your investigation, General Ferro?
Say again, sir.
Ha? Pareho?
In the investigation that was we conducted was almost similar to the earlier investigation conducted by PRO3 investigating team, sir, wherein they were able to have interviews with several witnesses, and we compared the logbook and of the security personnel of the subdivision, and we took testimonial evidence of the witnesses, particularly the security guards, the barangay officials and residents of Woodbridge subdivision, and was corroborated by other circumstantial evidence and documentary evidence acquired, established the truth as follows. that the actual operation took place at 10 a.m. of November 29, 2013, contrary to the report that it was at 1630 hours at 4:30 in the afternoon, that no prior coordination was made by the raiding team on that hour at 10 a.m., that it was a foreign national by the name of Johnson Lee and a Filipino suspect named Roel Cabag that were arrested at Mexico, Pampanga at 10 a.m. of November 29, 2013. And that the recovered evidence is more or less 200 kilos, while the recovered cash money is more or less 55 million pesos.
In your opinion, was this a raid or a buy-bust?
For me, if they follow the requirements of a legitimate buy-bust operation, they should have first took the buy-bust money to the crime laboratory for dusting, and proper coordination with the PIDEA. They should have.
That is not my question, sir. I know that they did not follow the rules. My question is, they barged into the house. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There were 10 of them, right?
Yes, based on the testimony, sir.
Yes. And sinira sila ng security guards. Right? The security guards arrived at said house. A Filipino occupant who was later identified as Roel Cabag tried to climb on top of the roof. The other foreign national who was later on identified as Chinese national Johnson Lee was able to jump over the fence and fled to the adjacent residential area of Barangay Nueva Vizcaya, Victoria. So tumalon siya.
Yes, sir. That's why...
Pataaso ba yung bakod?
Parang hindi naman, sir.
So, and then the Mobile Patrol of Mexico was allowed inside the subdivision. May police na. No? But after a few minutes, sumibat ulit.
Sir.
Go ahead.
That the raiding team brought... correction, sir. Following the arrest of Johnson Lee at about 11:30 a.m., same date, the raiding team brought the latter to Recco Homes in Clarkfield, Angeles, Pampanga.
Sandali lang. Sabi rito, after a few minutes, the Mobile Patrol of Mexico, MPS, returned to Woodbridge, and on board are the 2 policemen and Mr. Lee with the Barangay Patrol.
Yes, sir.
Tama yun?
Yes.
So, nasa police na yung tao.
Yes, sir.
So, it's a question of getting those 2 policemen and this barangay para malaman natin kung sino
My memory served me correct, sir. The 2 policemen from Mexico was also charged.
They were charged?
Yes, sir.
For what?
I'll check the record.
Sumama na sila sa Agaw Bato?
Dishonesty, sir.
Dishonesty?
Yes.
So, sumama sila?
Probably, sir.
Can you find out?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Then, from Clarkfield, Angeles, Pampanga, they entered and searched and ransacked the house occupied by Ding Win Kun, also known as also a Chinese national. That the raiding team brought Ding Win Kun at Mexico, Pampanga, and declared that the same was the companion of Roel Cabag, whom they claimed to be subject of their operation, in which they declared to have seized 36.681 kilos of shabu, while cash money recovered was declared to 300,000 pesos only. After that, Johnson Lee was never seen anymore, and no other report was made by the raiding team.
Can we have immigration? We asked immigration where Johnson Lee is, right? Offset? May report about immigration? Well, let's follow them up. No? The barangay captain likewise alleged that the policeman opened the back door of the black Toyota Fortuner. Mr. Lee was placed inside the vehicle. In the reenactment, anong mga findings nyo?
We tried to measure, sir, if the 200 kilos could fit the alleged luggages, sir, and using tawa, sir, and we were able to fit the almost 200 kilos on that luggages that was alleged to be the the compartment where the shabu was placed, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
So in view of our investigation, sir, we have these criminal cases for violation of Section 27, failure to account the seized drugs, Section 29, planting of evidence, and Section 32 of Republic Act 9165, sir.
General Magalong, do you have proof at that time bumaba talaga ang presyo ng droga?
Sir, nagtanong po kami sa ating mga drug enforcers, and they said na talagang during that time, sir, bumagsak talaga. Bumaha ang droga sa Central Luzon.
Yeah. We're waiting for the witness coming from Pampanga, and I'm trying to get him here. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, can you give me a few minutes to just read an excerpt?
Please.
And this is taken from the special report submitted by the acting provincial director, who was then General Albayalde, to acting regional director PRO3 and General Petrosanta.
You're upperclassman, no?
I'm an upperclassman, sir.
Anong batch kayo?
Class 82, sir.
82.
Yes, sir.
Sige, sir, sila.
Yes, sir. Si General Petrosanta is class 84, sir.
84. Sige po,
Yes,
go ahead.
Mr. Chair. According to the special report, to quote, the operation was a result of a week-long surveillance and case build-up by members of PIB page stock of this office, Intelligence and Anti-Illegal Drug of the Pampanga Police Office. On November 29, 2013, Police Superintendent Rodney Baloyo received an information from a certain Bullet, a civilian informant regarding an alleged drug pushing activity at Lakeshore, Mexico, Pampanga. Police Superintendent Baloyo immediately informed the undersigned. The undersigned is Police Senior Superintendent Oscar Albayalde about the said information. The undersigned immediately instructed subject PCO to conduct case build-up against the suspect and possible conduct of a bypass operation. Ibig sabihin, sir, well-informed, sir, yung provincial director. I myself was a commander. Although I never became a provincial director, I was a district commander. Pag may mga ganyan na, sir, na high-profile na operation, nakatutok ka na, sir, dyan. And blow-by-blow account, pinapadalang ka, sir, niyan. Blow-by-blow account, na monitor mo. So, ako, sir, I'm just wondering why hindi, sir, nalaman ni who was then the provincial director, General Albayalde, kung ano yung nangyayari doon sa loob. Binulag ba siya ng mga tao niya? Hindi ko, sir, alam. Pero the SOP, the standard operational procedure is almost every 30 minutes, 1 hour, lalo-lalo na pag may nakuha ng talagang high profile na significant na staff, nagpipidback na yung kanyang team leader doon sa provincial director. And during that time, sir, kami, sir, nila General Bato, when he was my provincial, he was my chief PNP, and I was the number 3 in the Philippine National Police and chairman of the Oversight Committee. Ang pinag-usapan, sir, namin lagi is, kailangan natin, sabi niya, sir, sa akin, sir, kailangan tulungan mo ako, nalinisan, sir, natin ang ating bakuran.
Sabi ni General Bato
sir,
sa'yo?
ni Senator Bato sa akin.
Oo.
So, yung sir ang kwan namin, talagang kailangan, sir, natin, before we launch a very extensive and aggressive campaign, maglinis muna tayo ng bakuran. So, I'm just wondering, sir, why in this particular case, naging selective tayo sa paglinis ng bakuran. Considering the fact, sir, looking at the gravity of the offense, bakit natin pinayagan na gano'n na lang? Na unang-unang naging demotion na lang. Pangalawa is, recently, saan ba, sir, assign itong mga tao na to? One is even the chief of police. Yung iba, sir, nasa intelligence community. Are we really if I may ask the Philippine National Police, are we really determined to really, come up with a really aggressive campaign against drugs? Pag nandito naman na selective tayo sa mga tao natin. Thank you, sir.
General Bayalde, when you got that report, when was the first time you got that report? I have the affidavit here. When was the first time you got that report? That there was drugs.
That was in the afternoon, sir. That was in the afternoon.
So that was the first
Yes,
time.
that was in the afternoon. Remember the report, sir. When we make reports, of course, we have to do it properly. In any police operation, there's always that presumption of regularity. Now, it seems that
We all hide from that presumption of regularity. So tell me about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. So,
Sanay
let
na ako
me
dyan.
once, Your Honor, let me again, bring back the issue on we are like seemingly that we are being blamed on the problem on illegal drugs now. As I've said earlier, and I will repeat
Di
it
ba
again.
part of the trabaho yan?
Yes, sir.
Kasama sa trabaho yan pagka
Yes, sir.
hindi nahuli kayo
Yes, sir.
sisisihin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dapat gawin ang
So,
trabaho.
my question is, bakit po ganito kalaki ang problema natin sa illegal na droga? Where in fact, there were people there like General Magalong. He was the CIDG then. He was the director of the IDM. He could have done everything. He could have done everything with all his power, with all his authority to address this matter also. And now we're as if we are being blamed. Again, I bring back the issue when these people were supposed to be dismissed 2014. Back in 2014, General Magalong was still the DIDM. He could have followed up
You wanna
these
answer that,
people.
General
And until
Magalong?
now, after 6 years, this came issue again. No, hindi ko po alam kung anong gustong ipalabas ni General Magalong, sir. But as I've said, we have papers here that we are really dead serious in our campaign against illegal drugs, in our campaign against scalawags in uniform. I really do not know kung ano pa po ang gusto naming ipalabas sa inyo, sa publiko, kung ano pa ang dapat naming sabihin dito. I have nothing else, Your Honor, but ito po ay ito ang ginagawa namin and this all started during the time of Senator Bato.
I asked,
this. Why are we being blamed now for the...
Excuse me. We asked Senator Frank and I asked bakit tumagal ito. General Magalong, it's a legitimate question. Bakit tumagal yung report ninyo? Bakit na nando kayo, hindi nyo pa sinabi ito?
Mr. Chair, I was the director
CIDG.
for the IDM. After CIDG, I was assigned as the IDM. And as the IDM, you're basically looking at all the investigation and detection and investigation of all the units of the Philippine National Police. I cannot simply, be very specific on one particular thing because you have to be looking at the big picture. No? And during that time, I was keep on following up. Ano na nangyari to sa kaso nung case ni Superintendent Baloyo? At nagtataka sir kami, nabibigyan ako ng feedback na doon sa criminal case, we were concentrating on the criminal case. Sabi, sir, wala pang action ang Department of Justice. Ako sir, di ko na sir tinutukan yung administrative case for the simple reason that it's already in the hands of the regional director. Bakit ko pa sir papakialaman yun?
When did you find out that they were dismissed? That was the
Sir, after, when I, siguro sir mga, a few months, siguro sir mga, a few months, are you referring sir to the,
the dismissal of Balayo?
Sir, I only knew about it when I retired, sir. Kasi hindi ko na, sir, na-follow up yung dismissal order. I was not even aware, sir, that General Petrasanta issued a dismissal order. Hindi ko, sir, na-follow up yun eh.
So what caused you then to say this in open hearing here? By the way, for everybody's information, General Magalong and I did not talk. He was supposed to talk about the connection of drugs inside the jail and the factual situation there na may mga nangyayari doon. And then you came out with that. Kinikim-kim mo ba yan? Matagal na?
Sir, to be honest with you, this is not scripted. Alam niyo po, sir, yan. In fact, sir, I was hesitant to appear before this committee. Binanggit ko, sir, sa inyo na ang GCTA, sir, wala po, sir, sa scope ng investigation.
I'm not asking that. What I'm saying is, if you are inside the police department or the police system, let's say even the PMA, alam mo nagkakaroon ng hazing. Dito alam mo nagkakaroon ng drugs. Hindi ka makalabas. Because tatamaan mo yung mga kabaro mo, kamista mo, kabatch mo. Was that your feeling?
Sir, can I just be clarified with your question?
My question is, pareho rin kay I'm just trying to speculate. Bakit may nagdidebate kayo pagka may nahuli limbawa si General Aquino, tapos sabihin ng iba, walang drugs dyan. And I tried to take the Senate Blue Ribbon to find out that there was actually drugs. And that Asherto took a long while. And now he's gone. Same thing with Pardo. He's gone. Pinaghirapan namin yan, pero wala nahuli. So, ang nakikita ko, are people conflicted? The good guys inside the police department, if any, wants to report, pero sabi siya, wag na pare, baka masabit ka pa dyan, mapapabayaan ka, iiwanan ka dyan, papahamak ka dyan. Ganun tayo mga Pilipino. We just accept. You are not accepting at the time, or did you accept it?
Sir, if you let us go back, sir, dun sa hearing. Sir, if you notice, sir, I did not even expect, sir, na magtatanong, sir, sa akin si Senator Drilon sa akin nung ganun tanong. That are there still officers who are involved, who are in the active service? And that, sir, nag-react, sir, nag-react immediately ako na, yes, but I will only reveal it during an executive session.
In other words, it was spontaneous.
It was very spontaneous, sir.
In the same manner that he asked General Aquino, meron pa ba? Sabi ni General Aquino, meron pa. So in other words, in the confines of the Senate office, pag nagtanong sa inyo, pagkakataon na sabihin natin, or maybe, yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm not going to take it any longer. It's not fair for the Filipino people. And maybe that's why I asked, and I told you already, are you guys conflicted? Same manner, I would ask General Albayalde, pagka ikaw, I always believe na pagka ikaw in muno, dapat you go all out. No? And there are many, many temptations in the job, right? But if you really want to change things, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why we never got to change this country, is because nag-aalangan tayo pagdating na nakapwesto. Ba, sa Bucor, ginawa kami yung Bucor, kaya nga sabi namin, kailangan bantayan ng Secretary of Justice. Pag naglagay ka sa Bucor, dapat talaga seryoso, meron kang plano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Pansamantala nating putulin ang pagdinig sa Senado at mag-wrap up na si XL Radyoman Ono, Grace Pariano. Grace?
Yes, kasamang Rambo, ang naririnig niyo pa rin ay yung pagdinig po ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee at ng Committee on Justice na parehong pinamumunuan ni Senator Richard Gordon kaugnay dun sa mga anomalya sa Bureau of Corrections at saka New Bilibid Prison, pero ito ay nagsanga-sanga na at ngayon napunta na sa issue ng drug recycling. Partikular na tinutumbok ng pagtalakay ngayon sa pagdinig yung nangyaring Agaw Bato case sa Pampanga noong si PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde pa ang provincial director at kanina marami nang natalakay, ngayon natutuon yung issue kung bakit hindi na implement yung pag-dismiss o pagsipa sa serbisyo ng mga ninja cops. Ito yung mga pulis na sangkot sa naturang kaso. Mamaya magbabalik po tayo sa magiging takbo pa ng pagdinig ngayon dito sa Senado.
Grace?
Yes.
Napansin ko lang mukhang iba yung punto ni Mayor Benjamin Magalong at naramdaman ni PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde na tila merong malalim na kadahilanan yung punto niya.
Sinasabi lamang ni Magalong kasi kanina na sinabi niya na itong si General Albayalde noong panahon na yon ay tumawag daw kay dating PDEA Director
Aaron Aquino.
Oo, si Aquino noon ang hepe ng Central Luzon. At i-implement sana yung dismissal, pero ang sabi daw ni Albayalde, magsagawa muna ng pag-iimbestiga bago yung implementation. At ngayon, sa dating ng pananalita ni Magalong, parang yun bang pagtawag na yun ni Albayalde ang naging dahilan kung bakit hindi nasipa sa serbisyo itong mga ninja cops. Pero sabi ni Albayalde kanina, bahagi lang daw ng proseso yun, yung kanyang pagtawag at yung request na magsagawa ng malaliman pang pag-iimbestiga o kaya pag-review doon sa kaso. Okay, magbabalik po tayo mamaya para sa pagpapatuloy nito nga pagdinig. Kasama mo sa Senado, Radyoman Uno.
Grace. Yan, medyo ino po. Si Radyoman...
XL 558.
Maraming salamat, XL Radyoman Uno, Grace Mariano. Yan po mga kaibigan, talagang tuloy-tuloy yung usapin ng Senate hearing ngayon, ano, tungkol sa mga Ninja Cup. At talagang naglalabasan na talaga, no, na meron talagang ilan na mga tiwaling pulis na recycle, no, yung actually nung nagko-cover pa po ako, no, sa MPD o WPD pa dati, meron na yung mga ganong usapin, ugong-ugong, no, yung mga recycle. Dati nabalitaan ko. Ito yung mga bali-balita lang. Halimbawa, ang kanilang nakumpiska 2 kilo. Ang ginagawa nila 1 kilo lang. Ipepresenta sa korte at yung 1 kilo, yun ang i-recycle. So yan, noon pa yan. Matagal na yung ganong usapin. Ngayon lamang po lumabas. Bago tayo magpatuloy, ilan munang paalala. Oras sa DCXL, alas 2:21 ng hapon.
That portion was brought to you by Joy Dishwashing Liquid.
Sa ordinary liquid mo, daming taktak, konting plato. Hirap magtanggal sebo.